Hello and welcome to Premier Group NZ. This is one of our manufacturing sites in Tauranga, New Zealand. Got me main man Tane here. He's the operations team leader for this site. Here comes Willie in the ute. We've just been chasing away a stray dog. Anyway, so come with us. We're going to have a look around this yard and share some of the improvements that we've made. One thing I always like to say at the start of these tours is that I actually don't like lean. It's a bombshell. I love lean. Okay, I love lean. I think you do too now, Tane.
Sure do.
So let's roll, let's go. Check out our vest, by the way. We are at war with weight. So everywhere we go today, we're going to show you examples of little improvements that our team are making all the time. So yeah, let's keep rolling.
Okay, so here we are walking into the factory, just heading over to say hello to Lucky, and here we are at one of the palletising stations, and just checking in with Lucky to see how his day is going, and just explaining that our number one goal here is growing people, and then of course that flows on to all these improvements that we see around us. All around us is evidence of improvements, and they are done by the people. They're not done by leadership team or managers. It's done by everybody. Everybody is involved in improvements at Premier Group, and this is the beauty of building a 2-second lean culture where everyone understands what improvement looks like, and that improvements can be tiny and that improvements are absolutely endless. Heading over to one of our palletising stations now, and just saying hello to the guys over here, Logan and Brian, and just checking in on them, seeing how their day's going, telling them what we're up to, and checking in on quality. So everywhere we go, the two founding principles that we believe underlie lean, as taught in Japan and by that Paul is often always sharing with us. Number one, deep respect for people, and number two, a deep respect for resources. Having a chat with one of the lads about quality right now, and he's noticed a little defect. So everything in this factory is hand stacked, which is a way that we add serious value for our customers, sets us apart from all our brick competitors in the marketplace. No one else is hand stacking. There's some more visual standards on the wall here. There's visual standards everywhere we go, and again, these are done by the people. They're always updating them, always improving them, always adding more. If there's a visual standard missing, they're always looking out for those gaps. Another visual standard there, or walkaway standard, whatever you like to call it. We like to call them walkaway standards, actually. Makes a lot of sense. And then heading over, having a quick look there at a simple shadow board, which is the tools that are needed on each machine for mould changeovers. So we've got 3 brick machines running in this factory. Saying hello to another one of the lads. They are all important, all key. Everyone is key. Our people are our most important asset. Just chatting about how the day's going, and then pointing out that he's taking the load of product into one of the curing chambers, ready for overnight curing. And the boys do an incredible job of keeping these factories clean, marked out, especially to show so everyone knows that he's listening to an audio book. One of the books that we recommend. One of our core values is pursue growth and learning. Looking up to the guys on the batching platform. One of the guys up there is training. You can see he's got a green vest on, so he's learning how to mix. So we're always cross-training. People are always learning how to do new things each and every day. Catching up with another one of the guys on the machine. It's on machine 1. And the guys do an amazing job of keeping everything clean and tidy in here. Lots of standardisation, always room for improvements, and I'm sure all of you watching will see lots of room for improvement, and that's what operating a lean company is all about, being open to everybody's scrutiny. So now we're going to take a look. Here we go, more walkaway standards. Trying to shout into the camera there, to no avail. Saying hello to Cornet, another one of the key members. And I want to point out that everyone is a key crew member. There's quite a bit of dust up here. But again, the team does an amazing job of trying to keep on top of all that. So you can see Kanban triggers for all the oxide bags, even in this most incredibly dusty environment. The team are always looking for ways to reduce the dust, get to the root cause of the problem. And again, everywhere we go, you see evidence of improvement, and it's cheap and cheerful. Lots of cheap and cheerful improvements. So we're taking a look now up onto the batching platform. And every time I visit this factory, or every time I visit any of our factories, even if it's only a week apart, things are always changing. There's always evidence of improvements and positive change. And we're dealing with dust and cement and aggregates and sand. And so up here we can see a little bit of the batching process. Again, more walkway standards and some training going on. Everywhere we go, there's always training going on, always trying to move people around on the skills matrix, which we'll have a look at the skills matrix soon. Everything's labelled, the hoppers, the augers, the mixer, the conveyors. Always trying to improve access to everything as well, so that everybody's got visual, so that we're always trying to improve visual management and visual control and access, making access easy. So we're always improving the layout of the factories and our yards to reduce transportation and reduce motion and reduce over-processing and the risk of rework and defects, and reduce obviously overproduction, where it all starts from. So just having a chat up on the batching platform here.
So the workshop areas, a little bit less noise here, so I can take these off. You might not have been able to hear me too well in the factory, but I'll try and explain it more later. But yeah, so we're always improving, always decluttering, always trying to get rid of things, always putting things in the red tag area. If we're not using it, we red tag it, put it aside, and check on that area. You know, we review that sort of almost, I think it's almost monthly a year in this factory. But most workshops you go into are a cluttered mess. There's stuff everywhere. We have workshops in each factory. This is just a very simple one. But you know, before we started lean, I remember coming in here. This was just a mess. There's just crap on all the benches. Just stuff, piles of stuff everywhere. But if you just make tiny improvements every day, it's incredible the power of that. How things just get better and better and better and better. It's a real credit to Tane and all the guys here. Doing an amazing job. But even the scrap metal's got its own little box. Fitting standards on everything, labels on everything. It can always be better, so don't judge us. Lean is continuous improvement. Premier Group is always positively dissatisfied. We're positive that we're making progress, but we're always dissatisfied with the standard. We can always be, you know, we're always striving for excellence, always striving for perfection. Should we take a look at the bathroom though? Let's take a look in here. Lean begins in the bathroom, by the way. And you know, we're working in a really dirty environment, dust and cement and water and all these things. Super challenging to keep the bathrooms tidy. And again, I do lots of business coaching and I go around so many businesses, and one of the first places I go is the bathroom, and mostly they are absolutely disgusting. So let's have a look around. Let's have a look. So it's really simple, there's nothing flash in here, but the point I want to make is that even though our guys are working in a filthy environment, a really challenging environment, that they keep the standard high. You know, we're always keeping the rope tight. One of our favourite sayings here is leave it better than you found it. It's really, really important. Well, there you go, look up there, Tane's pointing to the sign. There you go, leave it better than you found it. And again, visual standards everywhere. It's not a flash bathroom by any means, but it's pretty robust, but it's always being improved by the guys. They're always looking for ways to improve it and to always improve the cleaning process as well. Make sure that's always getting better. So let's take a look through here. So again, it's really noisy here, so you may not be able to hear me, but we'll try. Again, the guys do an incredible job of always improving all these spaces. This is the lean cave. We have one of these in each of our workspaces. Again, it's always changing, always getting better, always improving. Have a look around. Visual standards on everything. So this is the way we improve, the way we do improvements, right? So this makes it easy for the guys, and we don't have to worry about them interfering in the workshop with where there's obviously 2 engineers on this site. So this gives them their own sort of improvement tools that they need. Simple, but it's all about removing the struggle, removing the clutter, making work flow, making work easy, respect for people, respect for resources. We try and recycle everything. Most of the improvements you see are made from recycled stuff, right, Tony? So much stuff here is recycled. Putting bins everywhere as well. Important to have access to cleaning and bins in an environment like this. Make it easy to clean so that there's access to brooms and shovels, and obviously we're always trying to get to the root cause and reduce, where the dust is coming from. But as that gets better over time, we still have to have ways to combat dust and dirt and things that get out.
Okay, so now we're checking out some of the products that we resell, like brick ties and sealers and other consumable products that we sell with our bricks and paving and things like that. And again, you just see evidence of lots of improvements, and the guys keeping the rope tight, and the guys that are always making improvements. Again, cheap and cheerful. Tane's explaining how they made these shelves here and these dividers here, all from recycled materials, using brick ties to actually create those dividers there out of broken brick tie bins. So just recycling, reusing, do more with less is one of our core values, which really sums up lean in just a few words. Do more with less. So try not to buy anything for projects like this, just always looking for ways to recycle and reuse.
So now we've got some temporary storage for the engineers, but come and check this out. It can always be better, but again, most shipping containers you see like this are an absolute shambles. Our guys respect the space. They understand that it's all about removing the struggle. Everything needs a home. Everything is labelled. So they come in here and there's no struggle. And I can tell you for free that when we first started on our lean journey, areas like this, Tane's laughing now, were an absolute shambles. Just, bolts and chains and tools used to go missing all the time, and used to take 10 minutes to find the right tool or 20 minutes to find the right bolt or nut, but it's all so much easier and so much simpler. Again, you can, we always say there's improvements are endless, there's so much more we can do, but compared to where we were 5-6 years ago, it's just absolutely transformative. So Tane's going to show us in here. Again, same story. It's really challenging keeping spaces. Like this is the lunchroom for the production team at this factory. Again, when we first started on our lean journey, areas like this were an absolute shambles. This is what we're all about, team, keeping the rope tight. So this is slipping down. So we need to improve the way we hold those walkaway standards up. But this is what it's all about. In leadership, lean leadership, Tane's a great example of this, and so are all our leaders at Premier Group, is that it's all about leaving it better than you found it. If you see a problem, you don't just walk past it, because the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. There's a standard, the standard should always be improving. Every time we do 3S, which is every morning and every night, we're always finding improvement opportunities. That's why 3S is so important. We really believe in that. Sweep, sort and standardise. We used to teach 5S years ago, but 3S has made it so much simpler for people to understand and embrace and just actually get on and do it. Because you can have all the lean tools in the world and all the theory and all the knowledge, but if you're not actually applying those simple tools and techniques every single day consistently, day after day after day after day, all that head knowledge is just a total waste of space. And
we have our morning meeting board where the guys will discuss the mission, core values, support tickets, issues, raving fans, figure out solutions. This board here is the info hub, so they can just, that's the green tick, red tick. If there's any red ticks, we can discuss it. And every morning meeting, so we just started April. And then all around here sort of just tells them where they are, who's the meeting leader, a bit of a roster. This is the agendas, work hour agendas. We've got the Kemi cards for the day, so they've done a Kaizen event today. They've done some 2SL, they've got GPP and 3S reports to do.
Brilliant. I'll just quickly explain those. Those are brilliant. This is for the overall team Kemi cards. We have individual ones as well in a lot of areas of the business, but in some areas like this team, we use a team Kemi card. So these are the sort of the key things that need to be done in the day. GPP is our Growing People program, which is our online academy where everyone logs in and does some study every single day about different areas of the business. And then there's the 3S and reports. So you can see today they've done those two so far, and those are still red, but they'll be green by the end of the day. And your team leader's in charge of making sure that gets done right, Tane,
Yep.
and that they get flipped over.
Yep.
So visual management, again, always trying to improve that. Sorry, you're going to say something else?
No, that's
No,
all.
that was it.
This is just our plan on a page. So
Plan on a page for the business strategy. Yep. We won't zoom in on that one.
another mini game just to save cost. A big thing we're focusing on is cost savings, and where we're spending money and how we're spending it. And as we can see now, an O and a M is our two factories, and we've only had one truck in for each factory this week.
And this mini game is about reducing. You're focusing on reducing the amount of waste going off the site, right?
Yep.
In skip bins that go out to landfill. So I think you've cut that in half, haven't you?
Yeah, we've
Over
cut
the
that
last
in half,
month.
yep.
So these are little focuses that we have. We each month we play a mini game in each department, and we'll just pick one or two critical numbers that we feel we're not up to scratch on or something we can improve on. And so this was one area where we thought, hey, it looks like we're sending out too much waste, we're spending too much on waste, we're sending too much to landfill. We're a lean company, we're obsessed about eliminating waste through continuous improvement. So here's a game we could play to really get our guys focused on reducing that, and that's at the end of the month. There'll be bronze, silver or gold or whatever level you get to. The guys will get like a team activity or a team reward. Is that right, Tane, on this game? Yep, awesome. And then if you look around here, was there something else you wanted to talk about?
No, that's it.
Yeah. So I'll just show you a bit more around here. Again, just simple walkaway standards, simple visual standards. No, it's not perfect, but we're always trying to raise the bar, always trying to lift the level. But it's all about the guys doing it. It's not, or the team doing it. It's not about me. It's not about Tane. It's not about the leaders in the business. It's about everyone acting like an owner, everyone understanding that they are an owner. That's why in the morning meetings we train them on the financial figures as well, not just not just what's affecting their department, but the company overall. So we train them like an owner, we educate them like an owner, we treat them like an owner, and they are expected to act like an owner. So that's a really, really important principle at Premier Group. So again, pretty simple. Our different principles around the walls as well. So, we can, Tane or any of the team leaders can sort of grab someone and say, hey, do you understand Premier Principle number 10? Or do you think what you're doing today has been in accordance with our, core value number 2 or Premier Principle number 10? Or, and we'll make sure people are always learning. One of the things we say here is that all our leadership team, the most important hat they wear is that they are the CRO, which is the Chief Reminding Officer. Very cheesy, but very helpful, very powerful. Anything else in here, Tane?
No, just some small reminders that the guys put up around for themselves as well, which is good to see. That's the 8 deadly sins of waste. So they print them out themselves and they put them in little areas just to keep it in their mind.
Yeah, it's great. So everything you see in here is done by the guys. It's not done by me, not done by Tane. That's just something I want to get across because so many businesses I coach with lean, you've got the leadership team trying to do everything or the business owner trying to do everything. It's impossible. It's an uphill battle. But if the guys do it, they own it. It's their workspace. This is their business. They own it. If you don't let them do it, and yes, they make mistakes. Like we could say, well, what's this doing on the ground? And Tane will challenge people like that and will say, well, why isn't this on wheels? Why isn't this desk on wheels? Why isn't that desk on wheels? These are improvement opportunities. But it's about stimulating the guys, asking them the right questions and getting them to come up with the answers. Otherwise, you just end up with a bunch of sheep. That's all you get, people that are just following you. So we say lead with questions, not answers. Someone comes to you with a question, you go back to them with a question and say, well, what do you think we should do? Or how do you think we could improve this situation? Okay, team, so let's head upstairs now and have a quick look at the office up here. Okay, cool. So let's have a look around in here. We'll just talk about. Well, Tana, you might want to show some recent improvements, and then I'll just chat about some of the things that I think are important for people to know about.
Recent improvements up here. Danielle's visual standard, done visual standards for our health and safety cupboards, cabinets, uniforms in one and PPE gear in another. Financial reports are practicing at every meeting. This is the dispatch meeting report. This setup here, we made this for the guys downstairs because they don't have a computer. So they come and do all their printing right here in this little corner and laminating for their visual standards. That's all set up for their phones just to hook their WhatsApp to, print all their photos, all their visual standard photos, and then they just print out anything on the printer over to their lamination station, whatever they call it, and they've got all the gear there for that.
That's brilliant. And I'll just jump in there, Tanya. So what Tana and the team have done here is made it, instead of delegated or trying to get people to print and laminate for you, you set up the station so the team have access to it and they can do it themselves. I love this trophy here, Tana. Tell us what this trophy's for. And I love the hairdo as well.
Sorry, so this is wrap it up with the champs. This is our trophy, so we're in a gold core team. I think we won 3 times this month, so we decided to decorate ours with a bit of wrap here.
Has it got a name?
A smiley face.
Tane?
Something.
Tane?
Don't know yet.
Anyway, that's beautiful. Let's go chat to Danielle. Danielle, say thanks to Tanya. No, you don't have to, but tell us what you love about lean, because we're always.
Well, I feel like it's not the best right now, but you can see that my desk actually.
It's amazing.
It's don't have my rubbish bin, but everything else is amazing. Everything's easy to access. This is my favourite drawer. Oh, that's a little bit.
That's
just
beautiful.
makes my life so much easier. 3 screens.
Yep.
Tidy all the time.
And everything you do, you're removing struggle all the time.
All the time.
Before you joined Premier Group, you hadn't heard about lean and you hadn't heard about these principles that we talk about all the time. How's it changed your personal life as well? Lean.
And everywhere. I want to share. I won't put on the chat, but my laundry cupboard is so amazing.
Yeah.
Everything is so perfect. You have no idea. It's so good.
Fantastic.
And yeah, it's.
And like since you've joined, you've been really conscious. You were telling me the other day of like the waste that's all around you at home and how you can improve things at home. And
yeah, even like school lunches. I think I've spoken to you about this before. I used to waste so much time in the mornings. It was always my biggest annoyance. I honestly would spend like an hour doing them. Yeah. But then I created all these boxes. Yeah. Everything's easy.
So you've improved the process. How long does it take now?
Oh, honestly, like I grab a bag out and then I have to make a sandwich and that's it. Because all the bags are
so what, 20 minutes now from an hour?
Maybe 10.
10 minutes!
3 kids. I
How good?
Timed it.
How good? How good? How good? Yeah. And these are the examples. That's fantastic. See, stories like this is what inspire, this is the AME tour by the way, inspire people all around the world to embrace lean. 2-second lean. Really simple.
And now I feel like such a good mother. They have these amazing bags. All their kid friends are like, oh.
Fantastic.
So good.
See, that's a great story. What is your favourite lean principle? Is it like, out of these things we talk about, remove the struggle, fix what bugs you, what resonates with you the most?
Yeah,
what's
maybe
your favourite?
remove the struggle because I will do something for such a long time, struggling. Yeah. It's just my personality. And then But
now this has made you stop and fix what bugs you.
100%.
Instead of just putting up with waste all the time.
Yeah.
Love it. I love that story about the lunchboxes. I've never heard this one, by the way, and that's why we do these tours, because then I learn more stuff.
Maybe I should post it.
You should post that process. You should show the process.
Can you explain this one?
Oh yeah.
Fix what bugged you.
Oh, so the guys used to come up all the time and they'd go, do you know where the label maker is? And I was like, I can't lift like this anymore. Yeah. And so I was like, label maker.
It's in here.
Maybe it should be in red. That probably would be a bit better. Improve the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
fantastic. So you fix what bugs you,
and it doesn't waste their time the same. So
and look at her beautiful cupboard. Did you make all these improvements?
Yes, I did post it.
Yeah, I would have seen it.
Like
but see, guys, we get like 40 a day on the chat. So, but yeah, I reckon I remember seeing this.
And I'm sure we can update this one as well. Probably.
Yeah, of course. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, I think.
But it's amazing. Here as well, Tane. Do you want to talk about this? Or do you want me to talk about this?
You can talk about them, but these are mine and Danielle's Cami cards, our daily ones, weekly, and then our monthlies. So yeah, at the moment Danielle's lagging.
She's
and I do apologise. I had issues today with my.
So gold core not done, GPP not done yet. No excuses. No, just kidding. Tane's a high achiever. So's Danielle, actually. She's trying to hide in the corner now. Turn around, Tanya. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, Danielle. That was great.
You're welcome.
Okay, you're welcome to go.
Thank
Get out of
you.
your way now. Thanks so much. Now, over here, Tanya, I want to show you this if you want to step back a bit. This training matrices, we have these in all departments as well, so you can see where the gaps are. So, we won't spend too much time on it, but it's really important. If you haven't got a training matrix in your business in each department, you need to get it because it shows you where the skill sets are, where you've got gaps, where you've got, you know, if people go away, where you've got weaknesses in your team. So really, really important. And you can see if people are number 1, a novice, number 2, developing, number 3, confident, or number 4, a coach, so they're able to coach others. And some of these skills might take 2 years to get up to a coach, some might take 6 months because some of these skills are simple, some of them are more tricky. Bit of a walk around some of the yard. Do you want to tell us about these little signs?
Oh, so these signs here, team, for this stitch, our yard moves that much and our products shop and change on top sellers, low sellers, and we used to have everything painted on the ground with their names on the ground or the products, so now they've got these cones with these signs. So in between this cone and there should be one down there somewhere. That'll point in the direction of where the country is
And what product?
and what product
between the
it is. So
signs.
this one's country white, so all the country white will run from this cone and this label right down to the other cone and label. Over in this side, if you can see that cone there, but around in the wind, bit of an improvement we probably need to fix. That'll say Medina this way, so that's all our Medina, it's not top sellers, so all the colours we have in Medina. We'll say that the Medina just live in that area. And as we walk around the yard, we'll see plenty more signs in both yards where they've got a sign of what product's in where. For something like country white, it'll be specifically country white because that's our top selling brick.
Cool, and that's gone from trying to paint things on the ground, which is inflexible, then you need to paint over it because stock is always, things always fluctuating. Like Tane says, a top seller last month might not be a top seller 6 months from now, and so things are always changing. So this allows us to be flexible. Lean is all about being flexible, trying not to have anything too much fixed on the ground or to the walls. It's all about flexibility. That's why we love putting things on wheels. We love being able to move things around. So that as your business grows and changes, because as we know, change is the only constant thing in business, or in life really, that things should be flexible, and the more flexible they are, the faster you can improve, and of course that flows through to the customer, right? It's all about improving the life of the customer, removing struggle for your team, making their life easy, and making the life of the customer easy. So the guys do an incredible job of keeping the yard clean and tidy. We're dealing with aggregates and sand, and there's, you know, it's bits of timber coming off pallets all the time and pallet wrap and all that. And if you look around, the standard is amazing. We're always trying to improve it to make it easier to clean, faster to clean. And like I say, the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. So when any of us going around in the leadership team, we see something on the ground, we pick it up, we get it into the nearest bin. Really important. If we walk past it, we accept that standard. Same over here. Any bits of timber, that's a defect. It could create a bump for the forklift, which could result in some damaged product. So we're always, you know, improving our cleaning processes. But the important thing is too, making sure your leadership team understands this principle, that they're picking it up, not just walking past it. Any rubbish, anything that's not up to standard. If you look that way, you can see our through to the back of our paving factory yard. So everything we've been looking at so far is the brick factory and the brick yard, and then everything through that way is the second factory we have in Tauranga, which is the paving factory on its own site, and with all the paving stock as well for our great customers. But we'll take a look in there soon. Alright, so we'll take a look in here. I'll show you a really cool improvement the guys made recently. So sitting up here is a rumbling machine, and then this is a conveyor belt, and we also have a crushing machine as well, and we were about to spend 30 or 40 grand on a new conveyor, and the boys came up with this great idea that why don't we put this conveyor on wheels, and of course now we can use this asset to feed the rumbler and feed the crusher. It's not in its current location, but just to give you an idea of how this works. Just a really cool improvement that saved $30,000 or $40,000. Again, an improvement here. Simple stuff. Hot plate holder, crown holder, brooms and shovels, maybe. Everything has a home, no matter what bit of equipment we're looking at, everything has a home. And if it doesn't have a home, we improve it. So everything is always improving. You can have a look around there. I'll show you some recent improvements. So because of the growth of the business, we had to split our paving and our brick factories up, and this property came up next door. The sale was perfect timing, so we're gradually improving that building with new cladding, new painting. So some recent improvements over the last few months have been these big aggregate bins and the aggregate shelter. Then these aggregate hoppers here which feed the batching plant which is inside the building. So everything you see around us has been built in the last sort of 12 to 18 months, I guess. All these ramps, all these safety bars, everything you see here. So we've taken an old building and we're trying to gradually give it a birthday, really improve it all the time. If we look in here, we don't have the paving plant operating today, but Tane's going to explain to us lots of the different improvements. But again, as we look around, we've taken a really old building that was actually the original owner was going to demolish it, and we said no, we can use this. So let's look over here. Just again, real simple stuff. We don't need to spend too much time on it, but again, just making sure everything's got a home over here. Making sure everything's got a home, all the different moulds that we use on our machines. Walkaway standard, all the moulds are labelled, easy access with the forklift. Again, we're dealing with dirty things all the time, oil and dirt and dust, and cement products. We look out here in the what we call the stack out area. Again, guys, stack out area, it's clean, it's tidy. They've got all the labelling they need, they've got all the things that they need at their fingertips. Let's take a walk through the factory. Standard board up here, again, cheap and cheerful, just using core flute packaging, and then the guys do their own photos and own laminating at their laminating station. Makes it so easy and so simple. Flagstone boards, that's what it looks like, so again, we're always trying to mistake-proof things, or poka-yoke, idiot-proof everything, making sure everything, make the process the expert, not the person. That's a really important tip to remember. Machines in a minute, because Tane's going to explain some of the improvements on our couple of paving machines here. Let's keep walking through here. Some more recent improvements, these big container shelters for holding more of our sandstone tiles and things like that. We're always growing, always adding new products, always experimenting with new products as well. Some of our beautiful grouts are over here. Resin-based grouts, lots of the stuff you see too, and that's the beauty of a lean culture, is everyone's always thinking outside the square, always thinking in an innovative way. So we're always coming up with new products and new ideas and new ways of making the life of the customer easier. That grout's a perfect example. It's 10 times faster or 12 times faster to grout a patio using that grout than it is to do the old traditional method on hands and knees. Same with like some of the products we can see in here. I can see our big 900 by 900 sandstone in there. Totally unique, no one else in New Zealand doing a product that size, and so it's the same right across our range. All our brick sizes are different, and a lot of it comes from feedback from our awesome clients, architects, builders, landscapers, bricklayers, always trying to improve the life of the customer. We'll take a quick look in here. Hey Willie, how you going? Good. Certainly. Have you mowed the lawns recently?
Oh yeah.
So Willie doesn't just have lawns on the ground, he has them up on his counter as well. By the way, this is the lush lawn, 40mm lush lawn, we sell this stuff. Willie, what do you love about lean?
Lean, so there's probably one big word I could put into lean, which would be efficiency.
Efficiency?
So just making everything smooth, all the processes smooth going, and just minimising waste on a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, brilliant. That's what you love the most?
Yeah, for sure.
Efficiency, removing struggle.
That's right.
And you guys, you and your team do an amazing job. Like every time I come in here, things are always improving. We had a great chat to Danielle next door as well. Just talking about how she uses lean in her personal life and how it's changed her there as well. Have you got any examples of Lean at home.
Lean at home.
What it's done for you?
Probably a lot of the garage side.
Yeah.
It's more like sweep sort standardising.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
having everything in their own home,
Yeah.
own place. So
Yeah.
it's easy to find.
Yeah.
Easy to
Removing struggle.
Yeah, for sure.
Lean is that simple. Stop and fix what bugs you. Have a look around. Is there anything else you want to say while we're on the tour?
No, let's carry on.
We can help ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So again, everything you see here, it's always changing, always getting better. There's Willie and the team's weekly, monthly Kimi cards. That's their Kimi board. We're looking at standardising this right across the company actually, so that everyone's got a standard Kimi board, same size, and using daily, weekly, and monthly. Again, you can see their sort of scoreboards, some of the posters. We train the team on the 3 MUs all the time, Muda, Mura, and Murai, and just how they all work together. That's really important. Actually, pretty simple sort of little poster, but it's really important to train your team on that. Over here is just like Willie and his team take a lot of pride in samples, manufacturing samples and putting together these sample boards for our customers. So this is stock of different samples ready to go out to customers. They send a lot of brochure packs out of here as well. The premium mixed mortar boards, so a lot of sample type stuff out of here, and all of our natural stone samples and porcelain and things like that. So again, just everything for the home. So just removing the struggle all the time. I think in here, if we have a look, if I remember from my last visit, yeah, there's always, this has improved again since my last visit. This is again where they put together lots of sample boxes for architects, landscapers, builders of brick samples, mortar samples, stone samples, granite samples. Anything you want to talk about in here, Tony?
No, these are pretty cool though. They just put the bubble wrap on rolls, so they can pull it out onto the desk.
Wrapping the samples.
Yep. They just pull it out across the desk.
Brilliant.
Start wrapping the sample back towards the edge, and then they just cut it off at the edge of the table, and there's no wasted bubble wrap.
That's brilliant. And all the tools are there, all the stickers are there, label maker, the tape. Again, you can see lots of improvement opportunity here, but hey, it's always getting better, it's always changing. Absolutely love it. Rubbish bin off the ground. Whoa! There we go. There's an improvement opportunity right there.
Better hook.
It needs a better hook. Anyway, there we go. So everywhere we go, we see improvement opportunities, but you've got to have big eyes and big ears looking for those opportunities. And often cupboards are disgusting. If you go into most buildings, they hide a lot of waste. That could definitely be improved, but see, Tane's laughing in the background there, but mostly they're full of clutter and rubbish, but our guys are keeping on top of it and using them to full advantage. In fact, I'll be saying, why don't we rip these doors off, because as soon as you put a door on something, you can hide waste. So we're all about ripping doors off stuff. But again, we're working with existing old buildings here, so we're always trying to remove walls, remove drawers, remove cupboards, make things visual and transparent, easy to see. Thanks, Willie.
Sweet.
Talk soon. Chris, guys, he's famous, world famous in New Zealand. He's always got some bad jokes. But anyway, we won't ask you any of those today. We're going to show some improvements on the forklift, really.
So we just got our van rules off stuff.
Yeah.
Double,
Broom.
this is three-string box stuff, so it's so tightly packed.
Yeah, nice.
So we've got that on there.
Nice.
Also got plus the old Excalibur.
Looks like looks dangerous. What do you do with
So
that?
this is to get change the stickers.
Oh,
So
really?
we've got to change them. So it saves you cutting the open and wasting.
See, he's removing struggle. And I bet you that doesn't cost anything to make, right?
Nothing at all.
Recycle.
Time.
Probably it looks dangerous, but so keep away from Chris when he's holding this thing. What do you call it? Excalibur. Okay. That means it used to be a caliber. So Excalibur. And a few tools and things in here. Label holder. I mean, it can always be improved, but Chris, well done. Anything else you want to say about lean? Has lean changed your life?
Yes.
How much?
Too much.
So much?
Too much.
There you go. See? What's your favourite lean principle? Do you have a favourite saying or a favourite some
I would
advice
say it
for our
would be
viewers?
do more with less.
Do more with less.
Yeah, because you
Something
can
out.
save time.
Save time, save energy, save struggle.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Talk soon. Here we go. Open, close. Mistake proof. See, everything is mistake proof. Open and close. Everything's labelled. Everything's got a home. Make it easy to clean the bins as well. I'm going to jump up here and show you. You can probably stay there if you want, Tanya, or come up a bit. See, so we've got lime bin, chip bin, sand bin 1, sand bin 2. So when the suppliers come in from the quarries with the aggregates, they know exactly where to tip the right product, and there's a process they follow to make sure they get the right product into the right bin. So again, mistake proofing everything as much as possible. And then we can't really see on the camera, but if you look down into these bins, you'll see there's lime in that one, and that's probably got enough product in there for another day of operation. But there down below us is this massive 9-metre retaining wall, which we can't see. Enter in our Taronga site, and we're just going to take a walk in now and have a look around. Let's go. Okay teams, so we're just going to shoot into one of the offices in Taronga, jump in, and again we'll have a quick chat to Stacey, but again you can see the AME board, which is really visual, really powerful. Stacey, you might want to talk to us about a couple of your favourite improvements in here, or things that you use all the time.
Cool, yeah, my AME card system is the best because you can see at any point how I'm tracking for the week, for the month, for the day. It is like everything improves constantly, and that's probably what I love about Lean as well, is that it never ends, right? There's wasters everywhere. So it is endless, and this can still keep being improved. But for a summary, for me, I'm a real numbers person, so it works well for me. It's visual, it's up there, and I can see how I've tracked each month, and I can watch my progress that way too.
That's awesome, thanks Stacey. And what do you love about Lean the most? Like Lean at home, Lean at work. Like what's Lean done for you in your life?
I think just in general, it makes everything so much easier. Like being in your kitchen and knowing that you don't have to walk to 10 different places to get your coffee. I want to know that I'm going to have everything there to make my coffee and have it in 2 seconds. Everything has a home. There's no waste in the process. I'm not walking around from places to places. Then I can have more time to train, to get my steps up that way.
To do the value-adding stuff. That's brilliant. And that's one thing we always talk about at home, is that, like, and even with the kids, it's like, what is the result of Lean? It means that we're removing struggle, we're removing waste, so there's more time for fun, like more time for value add. For the kids, it's like more time with dad playing soccer or playing tennis or whatever. And like you say, for you, more time for training, more time for things that you enjoy doing.
I can sleep in more if it's quick to make my coffee.
Correct. Because Stacey and the team, everyone here that takes Lean home, which is most of the team, they improve their life because they're just removing struggle, they're stopping and fixing what bugs them, and they stop doing mindless, mind-numbing, stupid things in their processes every day. Like getting out, the way they get out of bed. Everything in life is a process, right? The way you get out of bed, the way you brush your teeth, the way you have your shower, all those things are a process. So it's about stripping the waste out of all those processes, so you got more time for the good stuff, right? Fantastic. Is there anything else you want to show us in here that's been a tool or anything you're using that's really helpful, like skills matrices or scoreboards or...
we obviously do have all of that. So we do a Gold Cool Championship, which I have my scoreboard. I've just reset it, but that's a scoreboard that we use to track. We've obviously got a training matrix, so you can see all the different areas that I'm training in. This goes with our scoreboard, our trophies for our Gold Cool Championship there. Again, my tasks are all visual. Rules for our gold cooling game are visual. Everything has a place as well.
Yes,
you'll notice on my desk, like everything's got a place and everything's got a little Kanban. So again, I know that I've always got enough notepads, I've got enough pens, I've got enough cards, and that's topped up. And same thing, if I run out, all of my stationery has their own little Kanban. So anything I run out of, I chuck it straight in the ordering, and whoever's on the stationery orders for that week is going to order that, and it's going to be topped up always. So it just keeps everything as a one-piece flow. Everything's topped up.
Fantastic.
Everything you need is there.
Fantastic. And I love what you said before, that the answer is where the question is. So where the question is, there also is the answer. And Kanban triggers for every little tiny thing. You think, oh, that's obsessive, but it's not. The more you get into Lean, the more you realise that the more of this stuff you do, life just gets easier because your mind is freed up for creative thinking, freed up for problem solving, freed up for serving customers, freed up for looking after your family, for looking after your health. Life just gets better and better and better. And actually, one little tool I just noticed there, Stacey, this is something we use a lot, is the Premier role description right around the business. Everyone writes their own role description in this little template. We're updating it almost monthly because things are always changing here. The only constant thing in any business really is change. And so that's something that works really well. The skills matrices, we've talked about those. But yeah, just making life easy, removing the struggle. Fantastic. Thanks, Stacey. Legend. That kind of covers everything I wanted to chat about today. Thank you so much for joining on this tour. You've been amazing. Thank you for your patience and listening to us and coming around with us on the tour. Hopefully you've got some great takeaways to put into your business and improve your organisation. If you want to reach out, send me a voice note on WhatsApp. Do not email me. I don't reply to emails.
It's just WhatsApp only. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Bernard Powell on LinkedIn. You can DM me there, or put comments in this video if you want to connect as well, or any questions that we haven't answered, because I know this tour is pretty flat out and I haven't really been able to deep dive into anything, but feel free to put a comment or any questions below, and you can go to www.premierbusinessacademy.co.nz. There's lots of free resources there. It's all free, it's all yours to help you grow your business, help to improve your life, improve mindset, sales, marketing, lean, all these things. Also, remember, lean is about life. It's about, it's not just a business tool or a business philosophy. It's really a human development system, right? It's a human transformation system. It's the ultimate human development system. It's the ultimate way of helping people to get to the top of Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, self-actualization and fulfillment. That's what lean is really all about. Number one, it's all about growing people, and then everything else sort of flows on from there. So don't just apply it at work, apply it in your health. Make sure you listen to Lean Health by Paul Ackers. It's amazing. So go to the Lean Play app and listen to that. It's mind-blowing. Listen to Lean Life, listen to Banish Sloppiness, and fall in love with precision. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.